navire s'en va, les lames est avec lui. La douce du cendre, qui n'a pas pu comprendre qu'elle brisait votre vie. L'amour, ça fait pleurer, comme quoi l'existence, ça vous donne toutes les chances, faudrait reprendre après. Allez, venez, vous asseoir à ma table et je suis toi dehors. Ici c'est confortable, ici vous ferez milord. Et prenez care, vous êtes vos peines sur mon cœur. Et vos pieds sur une chaise, je vous connais, milord. Vous ne m'avez jamais vu, mais vous pleurez, milord. Ah ça je l'aurais jamais cru, je l'avais chanté, milord. Mais qu'est-ce que moi, milord, souvenez-moi, mille saints qui t'effondrent. Allez chanter, milord, allez danser, milord, allez chanter, milord. Ah la la la, ah la la la, ah la la la, ah la 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 la. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's not very long, my show here. I hope you don't mind. I'm enjoying you so much. I have to tell you, though, a little bit about Edith Piaf. You know, poor Edith Piaf. She was, you know, she died very young. She died at 47, and she was very old for her age. Me, I'm 66 now, so take it easy on me. She died at 47. She abused her health. They don't know if she had cancer, or she had VD, or she had cirrhosis of the liver, because she lived a rough, tough life. She was all doing drugs, and men. She was always in love, you know. But she had very strong values, though. And she also, you know, when she was little, she was blind until the age of 2 years old. And the prostitute that raised her, they took her to a shrine, and you know, she got a miracle. Her sight was restored. So, and after that, it was always the rose, because the shrine, it was a little Sainte Thérèse de l'Enfant Jésus, you know, Sainte Teresa, and her sign is the rose. So after that, Edith Piaf always had for her symbol, it was the rose. That's why I gave you rose today too. But you know, they call her the little sparrow, and she didn't have a chance, but she had a big heart. She risked her life in the French resistance. She risked her life against Hitler, and the world just didn't quite understand her, you know. She was very, they didn't think very highly of her, but in the end she became very world famous. But anyway, I just want to tell you a few little things about her. And but you know, I want to also do, I wanted a little gossip. I was thinking I'd have a little cup of tea, but that's okay. I'm just going to tell you a little gossip. It's okay now to forget about the tea. It's okay. It's all right. You know, the other day, I run into my old friend Clara. When I said, hello Clara, I said, you're looking good. I lied, she looks like heck. Oh, she said, Fifi, she said, I'm not feeling very good. She said, I got like a cancer, I got heart condition, I got diabetes, I got hip replacement, I got 2 new knees. She said, I take 40 different medication, it's making me dizzy, woozy, and subject to fainting spell. She said, I get bouts with dementia. I don't know if I'm coming or going. She said, I can't see nothing, I'm blind, and I'm half deaf, I can't hear nothing less loud than a jet engine. Oh, she said, my hands, my feet are all numb, I can't feel my hands, I can't feel my feet. She said, I don't remember if I'm 65 or 85, I lost all my friends, but, thanks God, I still drive. Well, maybe a little bit of water would be nice if I had a pretty dry drink. You know, she said, yeah, I look at her, I said, Claire, well, I said, you shouldn't be driving. I said, look at me. I said, I don't drive. I said, I live over there at the Pillsbury. I'm living right downtown. I don't drive at the Safeway. It's right there. I said, you should see that they really have something. It's really something, that new Safeway. You should see that. Yeah, I'm telling you, you go in there and they have like a sensor, you know, automatic sensor, and all of a sudden it's like a mist, you know, it comes and it waters everything. You smell the aroma of fresh cut rain, of rain in the field, and the mist comes and water everything. Thank you, dear. And after that, you go a little bit over there where it's the eggs, and you hear the sound of chicken cackling, where it's the eggs. And you smell the aroma of bacon and eggs frying. You go a little bit farther there where it's the milk, and you smell the aroma of fresh cut egg in the field, and you smell you hear the sound of cows going. You keep going. Oh, it smells so good, you know, like hot buttered fresh corn, you know, hot buttered corn. It smells so good in the store, you know. All of a sudden, pew. I'm not buying toilet paper in this store no more. Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, boy. So anyway, I went back into Clara again the other day. I said, I hadn't seen her for a couple of weeks. I said, is things getting better now, my dear? Are you feeling better? She said, oh, yeah. She said, for example, she said, I was having a pain beneath my left breast. She said, it's all gone. She said, turned out it was a trick knee. Oh, yeah. And then she said, I can hear now. She said, I got myself a new hearing aid. She said, and I can hear a pin drop. She said, it's worked like a charm. She said, it's cost me $4,000. I said, $4,000 for a hearing aid? I said, that's a lot of money. I said, what kind is it? She says, $430. So I look at her, I go, Clara, what's that there in your ear? I said, it's a look like a suppository in your ear. A suppository. My suppository. Now I know where I put my hearing aid. Oh, poor Clara. She's a pretty good egg. She's a little bit cracked and scrambled, but she's a really good egg. Anyway, you know the casino, when they have a casino now, they say like fun is good, fun is good. You know, they have lots, like in Vegas, they have lots of casino, but you know, they have more church than casino. Did you know that they collect the chips at the church instead of money? They take chips at the casino in Vegas. Excuse me, at the church in Vegas. They take the chips for the collection plate. And it's very, very good. Once a month, the monk from the monastery, you know, he comes, he collects all the chip from the church, and come collect all the chip, and he turn it into cash, you know. Guess what he's called? The chipmunk. Haha, gotcha. I'm just kidding you. I was just having fun with you. They say fun is good. You know, my poor friend Clara, poor her, you know, she's under a lot of stress. She has this old brother, he's like 105 years old. He's living with her, and she has her two other sisters. They're not very, it's a very dysfunctional family. Poor thing. We get together every now and then, about once a week, to practice our gambling. We practice our gamble because we have the casino right there, you know, and they say fun is good. So one day we're playing poker, me and Clara, her sisters, and all of a sudden I look at her, I said, I forgot your name. I said, I'm sorry. I said, I know you since you're knee-high to a grasshopper. I said, but I'm having like a senior moment. I can't remember your name. I said, could you just tell me just this one time what it's your name? She's looking at me. She's looking at me funny. I said, please, I know it's very insulting. It won't happen again. I said, she's looking at me. She's taking a long time. Finally, she said, my name? How soon do you need to know? She couldn't remember. So with that, her other sister, she said, I'm tired. She said, I'm going to go up and have my bath and go to bed. She said, I'm burnt right out. She goes upstairs. All of a sudden, she screams from upstairs, I can't remember if I was going in the tub or coming out of the tub. Well, with that, Clara, she said, it's okay, I'm coming right up to help you, she said, and she's coming up the stairs, but the minute she stopped to talk a little bit to me, and then she said, I can't remember. Was I going up the stairs or was I coming up the stairs? Well, me, I'm sitting there, listening to them, and I go like this. I go, knock on wood, thanks God, I'm not as far gone as those. Phew, I said, hang on, you guys, I'm going to come and help you, but first I'm going to see who just knocked at the door.